guys, it's Kathy. I'm back from holidays. Hooray! Now back to the hard slog where we all have to go to work. You might notice that my hair has changed. I have dyed it finally. My regrowth was about half my head. But I have gone a lovely dark brown. It's actually lightened a little bit. It was almost black when I first dyed it. But no, I really like it, and everybody says it suits me very well. So that was my little splurge over the Christmas break. You might also have noticed that I'm filming in another location again. I'm actually back home now, but I'm in my living room, and excuse the washing back here. We've had some very wet weather, so I'm just trying to dry my clothes from my holiday. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a fan blowing here on them. Anyway. The reason why I'm down here is I do have a big door, and I've been feeling that the lighting where I've been filming is just terrible. It has been continually terrible. I just don't like it. So I thought I'd try it down here and see how we go. It is late afternoon. Well, actually, it's probably what you classify as early evening, but so this is the time I do most of my filming, so hopefully the lighting down here is a bit better. Anyway. So today I am bringing you a review, and it's on a palette which came out in the US a few months ago. I think it was around October when it first came out. And it is the Skylark palette by Elle and Blair. Now, Elle and Blair are, for those of you who don't know, are two beauty gurus from America who have been making their own products for quite some time. And they've been snapped up to actually have their own range of makeup products now. And this is the first palette that they've released. And you can buy this on blush.com, and they do ship internationally, hence why I have it here in Australia. I got it on when it was first released on the special sale, so it was $20. But now it is normally $40, so it's not the cheapest of palettes. To start off with, as far as its packaging goes, it is a cardboard packaging, but it is quite sturdy. There is no latch, it's just a magnetic snapshot. But I love the decoration, the colours are beautiful. It's got a nice fabric lattice print with a ribbon which has their logo emblazoned on it. So you open it up and you get 7 colours, eyeshadow colours, plus a brush, fairly large mirror, which I'm trying not to blind you with, and you also get some little cards. So I'll go through the cards first. Each card, there's 3 of them. You've got an everyday neutral eye, an autumn smoky eye, and an ombre nighttime eye. They do give you fairly specific step-by-step instructions on how to achieve these, which is really good, because sometimes when you get these instruction cards, they sort of leave a few steps out. So these have got quite a good description in them. They also give you their website, so if you want more details. And what's really nice is they've actually, the card actually has a very nice back on it. Normally they're usually fairly shoddy, so they're very nice. And I have tried out 2 of the looks. I haven't done the ombre nighttime eye yet. But I have done the everyday neutral eye and the autumn smoky eye, and they do very, very nice. So onto the palette itself. Like I said, you get 7 eyeshadow colours. Now I have swatched them here, which I will go through them. So the first one is Lace, and this is just a matte cream colour, which is really, really nice for highlighting. I have swatched it, but unfortunately, because it is so pale, it hasn't really come out, but so you can't see it at all. So it's up here. The next one is Blitzen, and this I would rate as a light to mid-tone beige colour with some high shimmer. So it's this colour here. Swatched, it's very creamy. It's a lovely good colour just all around for every day. I use this one for my lid, just because I like having a lighter coloured lid. But as you can see, it's very high shimmer. The next one is Pinecone, and this is a mid to dark brown, depending on how much you layer it up. Again, very high shimmer. It is a warm brown rather than a cool brown. and I haven't laid it up here, so it's more of a mid-tone rather than a dark. Next you have Nutmeg, and in the palette, Nutmeg and Pinecone look fairly similar, but Nutmeg is actually a much cooler, more of a purpley brown rather than a warm brown, so it is definitely on the cooler side, but it's again a mid-tone brown. So that's it here. So as you can see, there is definitely a difference between Nutmeg and Pinecone. Then the next colour, which is the reason why I bought this palette, because I saw the colour and went, yeah, I really like that, I must have it, is Ember. And it is, I thought it was going to be a true red, but it's actually a burgundy colour. So it's not red, it's definitely more on the purple wine colour side of the red spectrum, but it is still a beautiful colour. And this is it swatched. I actually have this in my crease today at the moment, so it's a lovely colour and it works just as well as I'd hoped. Then the next colour is Shiver, which is a deep blue. I had thought it was going to be a dark blue, but it's closer to mid-tone than true dark. Again, high shimmer, high shine. This colour, to be honest, I wasn't that impressed with. In terms of its pigmentation, on the fingers it feels really creamy, but it doesn't pick up quite so well on the brush, and so when you're applying it you find you have to apply a bit more. But in terms of its actual colour, it's still a lovely colour. And then the last one is Satin Sparks, which is this colour here. And this colour can be used as a highlighter on your cheeks. It could be used as a little bit of a blush if you're very fair, or just an eyeshadow colour, which is what I've been using it as. So it's a light peach shimmer. So swatched, that's what it looks like down here. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully it gets picked up. Matches my skin tone fairly well. And then the final thing you get in the palette is a dual-ended brush, which is really nice because a lot of palettes you get the little foam applicators or something like that, which really just isn't useful. So it's very good that they've included a brush. You've got eye shading brush, which is good for packing on the colour onto your lid, as well as a crease fluffy blending brush, which is really good. While it's really good that they have included a brush like this in their palette, and this brush is a vegan brush, so for those people who are that way inclined, this is a vegan brush. But as far as vegan brushes go, I find this to feel very dry. So when I'm picking it up and applying it, it feels like it's scratching across my skin. It's not a bad brush by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm going to use it, but it's certainly not the best synthetic brush I've ever used, and I think they probably could have done a little bit better on it. The eye shading brush feels better than the blending brush. The blending brush really just doesn't feel all that nice. Now that may just be my skin. I like my non-vegan brushes. It doesn't bother me all that much, so it could just be that I'm not 100% used to using these, but yeah, I just found them a bit dry and a bit scratchy on my skin. So as far as my overall feelings on the palette go, for $20, this was fine. This was a great palette, great little thing you can just take wherever you want. For $40, I don't think it's worth it. And the reason why is the colours are really good, they're really creamy, they're highly pigmented, and they go on really well. But for $40, you're not getting that many colours. They made the size of the eyeshadows so large that you're getting a huge amount of product with each colour, but there's not that many colours. So can you do a lot with this palette? Yes, and the colours they've selected go well together, so you can mix and match and come up with a wide variety of looks. But I just think for the money, they could have added a few more colours. So instead of having this one huge Satin Sparks here, they could have had a little Satin Sparks and then 2 more colours, which would have just fleshed this palette out and given a little bit more. And because the quality of the eyeshadows are so good, I mean, it's disappointing because you're like, well, I really wanted another couple of really good high quality eyeshadows. So overall, palette is very nice. I do like it a lot and I am glad I bought it, but I don't think I would purchase this for the $40 when it's advertised. I would always wait and see it when it comes on sale. So if you see it on sale again for $20, grab it because it is definitely good and it's a nice travel size that you can take with you. But for $40, I'm not sure that this is worth the money. So yes, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I intend to bring you another review coming soon, hopefully in a week or so once I've tried it out a few more on another palette I bought. But yes, other than that, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you next time. See ya!